panel of the Infinite Eight, divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. I am nearly done with my belt, my crystal belt. And I had to repark my car. It is street sweeping day, but I was very diligent again. 6:45 a.m. I woke up and I moved my car, walked in the rain back home, only to walk back again so I could drop off my kid at school. And then I noticed that the street sweeper was already passed through. It was clear. So I thought it was safe to go ahead and repark. And I come out to, I don't know what, I was going to run an errand. And what the fuck? I get a parking ticket. Another $59. What the fuck? There's no reason for that. It's a bullshit ticket. I don't understand. Is it just completely off limits, just in case they want to have another go around? Can you not see that the street has been swept up? Can't you tell? Can't you tell the berries are smashed? Pulverized? So anyway, I will contest that one, and I'll forget about the one in Tustin, because maybe I was overlooking a sign, a parking sign. I don't know. But they must have been watching me, because it was, what, 1 minute after. Couldn't even have been that. I don't even understand how quickly they could have ticketed that. I don't understand. So anyway, it just doesn't seem right today, especially. Like, I really don't know what had happened. So I want to know what entities are currently working as my opposition. So these are the energy cards. Page of Wands, upright, searching, gonna find you. Gonna find you. You know how I know I know I'm gonna know this time? I brought out the bananagrams. I think the bananagrams tend to scare people, because then I get names. I get specific things that you would not expect. So we'll find out. Okay? And if it's still hazy, I will bring out my divination dice. I will bring out as many decks as possible. This could be a 5-hour reading if it needs to be, but I'm going to find out what entities are currently working as my opposition. Okay? I says so. King of Pentacles. As the King of Pentacles, I am highly motivated because someone's draining my bank accounts, my assets, by some means. By any means, it looks like. So I'm curious so that I can report it to the appropriate authorities that can do things about it. I've had enough of it. I don't know who wants to trip up on their ego to see if they can get one over on me. But another demonstration, yet again today, is that I told him, hold on, first off, I remember the last time I got really, really pissed. The weather also adjusted accordingly. It was like, it looked ridiculous rain after I got pissed. Like, it was fine, when I had stepped out. But until I found out I got that ticket, and then just instantly it just changed. and changed to, like, The Truman Show. It looked like, I don't know, it looked so insane. Like we were on a TV set. It was so crazy, with how much rain was pouring down, like big droplets, not just like aggressively. Um, so anyway, I've gotten more powerful, I suppose. But I guess the true power is in control and not allowing people to get to me. So I just want to know right now. Hello. Joshua, you repeat that one more time. I'm not going to play games with you, some dark magic bullshit. So, you say that one more time and you're out. I'm done with you, okay? I've already warned you about that once. I don't know if you thought I was just playing around but I'm going to go ahead and actually just remove you. Forget it. I'm done with you. Okay? I'm done. Okay. All right. So, the header cards. Now, first off, I want to know, Spirit, my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight, was that done deliberately or by mistake? Like, Hermit and Six of Wands. Tower card is accentuated with the Three of Cups. Exaltation. That parking ticket thing. Four of Wands. I don't know. I really feel like I don't know what these cards are telling me over here. It doesn't look like it's telling me yay or nay. I mean, these are highly celebratory cards. So what the fuck does that mean? Ten of Wands in reverse. Release the burden. They said forget about it. I think people are just trying to try me. Anyway, there's inspiration in this one. With trying to figure out, just inspiration, trying to figure out what entities are currently working as my opposition. Okay, so now for the header cards. Like fucking $59. Do you understand? Like, I'm trying to save money here. I'm trying to be very good. And my treat is an occasional $7 coffee now. I don't have it every day anymore. But when I gotta do some shit, I will get it. And now, it's a $60 thing. King of Pentacles again. Okay. Still bossing it up. Okay. So that's my energy. Okay. Don't you forget about it. Okay, so header cards. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is it? Page of Pentacles and then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I will invest in retrieving these answers. I will get my answers, and they will be absolutely correct. Spot on, okay? Nobody has time to be wasting. We don't have time to be wasting, for sure. Okay. So, those are the header cards. All right. I was going to use a transparent tarot for the sake of it logically kind of making sense here. But I don't feel the energy vibing with this one for this particular question. So which one should I go with? This one. Navigator's Tarot of the Mystic Sea. Okay. Being that this is the 21st, still under the conditions of the World card, Judgment on its final ticks. Let's continue with the energy, okay, of the last reading. What entities are currently opposing me? Tell me about them. Any identifiers? Nine of Swords, High Priestess, and Hermit. These are, hold on, let me check the energy first. Are they upright? Truly. Energetically. No. No. They present themselves as upright high priestesses. Like, they might, you know, they might be really nice. You know, they might be, you know, have the demeanor of you would not suspect it. Because when I checked the energy, my lips started twitching again, like murmuring spell work. Not a snarl, like, you know, like that like cringe. It was like fluttering, like wanting to like muttering spell work, like it was like that energy. Yeah, because the Hermit is, you know, the dark night of the soul that this High Priestess is backpacking. They're still in it. They're disguising themselves, they're masking themselves, and they're emphasizing their nature and like, hi, how are you? Oh my goodness, how are your kids? Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, we just went to the, I don't know, whatever. I can't even think of like some vacation spot or some nice restaurant, whatever, nice little treat that, you know, white collars do. I don't know. But this is white collar trash. This is not, no, I'm not talking about, you know, ethnicity. I'm talking about class here, or the lack thereof, the proposition of it. This is a huge mask, okay? And it is a feminine energy. I mean, they could be flamboyant gay, but I don't know. Or closeted. You know, when people have extreme aggressions that they try to hide, it plays out in almost like American Psycho, and it's energetic. You know, it has to feel out somewhere. But this indeed is one of those spellcaster energies that's abusing their power. Like, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people in high places are associated with this type of energy, and they're not aware of it. They just think, she gets me holiday cookies or holiday loaf every, you know, week, or like every Thanksgiving, you know. Oh, yeah, remember she got this and that for me. So they schmooze their way to the top quite easily, because they fall under this like Martha Stewart, Betty Crocker type of imagery, this front. Give me a second. Okay, tell me a little bit more. Any more on this energy? No, because we've talked about it before. So let's discover other energies. Mm-hmm. Ace of Wands in reverse. And Ten of Pentacles. So this depicts an entity. By entity, I'm saying business organization. Like one of the ones that is like an umbrella corporation that handles a lot of businesses. Like deep down root level, like historically speaking, they have a heritage that's carried over from, like, it's a family business, but like grandeur. So they have a formula for success that carries over almost timelessly until it doesn't. And I think it has yet to prove itself as unsuccessful, that formula. But you know, things change. Things can change instantaneously. So, see, they're quite comfortable. Look at what they've amassed over time. Definitely. And it just keeps coming in. They have nothing to worry about. They could do whatever the fuck they want. They can recreate the land as a nudist colony. They can do whatever the fuck they want, like I said. And yet they lack creativity. They actually don't really have any desire for that. They understand it to be a gimmick. Creativity is a gimmick. It's just a lure. It's just a lure. And so if they have to invest in like a creative director type of thing just to create more aesthetic oohs and ahs, like, you know, like no gaps missing in like the stadium wave, you know, then they'll hire one, you know, but they give very little credit to it, you know, just like, yeah, fill in the gaps, sure, we have enough money, sure, might as well achieve perfection. So yeah, just, but they don't really believe in creativity, mainly because they lack it, and mainly because they don't practice it. Okay, anything more on that energy? Yes? No. No. So these are like investment companies. These are financial institutions for sure. More so, yeah, financial institutions. And yeah, so there's that. Okay. And you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not like completely, you know, Karen out with all of this stuff. This is more like Um, this is not about like, oh, money is evil. This is just understanding like the identity of where people come from, so that I can figure out some more stuff here. Okay. So what other entities are currently working as my opposition? Yeah, because right now I started to feel sleepy too. I got probably the least amount of sleep between me and my kids in the past 24 hours. And my older son, like, just like drenched with sleep. Also, my younger son, especially after the visit at school, the brief visit at school, um, extremely tired. I almost felt super tired too, but then I still was working. I was excited to be working on my crystal belt. And every now and then when I would get like allow myself to get upset, I would have a grumble in my tummy as though like I was being attacked as well. So some crazy things are happening right now given the last reading, and my candle light is very low. Anyway, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. These are leech. This is like vampiric energy. They're leeches, energy leeches. They're feeding off of my are trying to feed off of our energy. Not just delay things, stagnate things, but what else do we want to say about that here? All right. Anything more on this energy? Yes. Okay. More energy on the leashes. What do you want to tell me about them? Any identifiers? Sorry. Okay. 4 of Wands. Yeah, in my home. Frickin' frickity frick. Like they're dancing and prancing around. There you go. We got here. Yeah, just trying to fuck around in my home. Okay. Give me a second. Very nice, Tina. Okay. Well, karma, they're just adding up the karma points for themselves. I guess they're really bored with their lives. Like, nothing really out of pattern happens in their lives. Like, and their level of consumption, like, there's nothing new to consume anymore that money can buy. And so so perhaps they don't give a shit about what the consequences are for trespassing and stealing energy, our energy. Interesting. So let me go ahead and figure this part out. All right. More on that energy. All right. like something came out, but maybe it just came back into her. Huh. The Morrigan, please tell me. Death and Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh, the Morrigan is here. That is insane. Thank you, the Morrigan. Oh, give me a second. My chair wheel was sitting right on top of the cord. Like sitting right on top of the charging area. So yeah, they're trying to drain our energy. They're in for a real nasty surprise for sure. They're about to get really fucked up. Morgan just said so. Anything else? Okay, let's switch over to this Shadowscapes Tarot. So Morgan, what else do you want to tell me? I've never gotten the Death and the Ten of Swords both upright together until now. That's insane. She is straight up, straight up. Okay. Seven of Swords, lying. Eight of Wands, yeah. Lying in communications, the Emperor card. Abusing, this is like a dictator. This is mind control. This is very Hitler-esque. They will say anything, whatever you need to hear, for them to get their way. They'll just say whatever the fuck. They do not give a shit. That is their pattern. They try to schmooze their way in. Page of Cups. They're actually pretty immature, yeah. And these are like celebrities, like very well-known energies. That always win. Is this correct? Or is this more of this part internal? Still pertaining to them. Okay. Record-keeping wins. Or record-breaking wins, yeah. Seven of Cups. They have a lot of options. Queen of Pentacles. With the Five of Swords in reverse. So they forfeit a few of their head count, this entity, whatever, their backing, their entourage, and they allow like some good people in. Five of Swords in reverse, yeah. But then quickly to follow up after that, they also have some really heinous, like really big bullshitters too, that kind of outweigh the progress of like who they let on that is really of great benefit. They also have celebrities as spokespersons to cover them, give them credibility, support them. Celebrities as sponsors is what I'm saying. But the exchange is also sponsorship to these celebrities. Is that a yes or no? Yes, but it's very quiet. Four of Swords in reverse. And Three of Pentacles in reverse. So give me a second on those last two cards. What does that mean? Mm, let me find out a little bit over here. Morgan says, 10 of Cups. What the heck? These are energies that know how to, manipulate, let's say, I think like the third eye or the crown chakra. They can screw around. They try to screw around with readings for people who are naturally gifted. Because these readings, these cards are showing like a mix of like the truth and like cover up energy. Like 10 of Cups, like everything is great, everything is fine. What are you talking about? These are highly advanced energies that use their power, their gifts for ill workings, ill intent, that actually contribute to the degradation of society. And so what a wonderful opportunity to catch them, to have the Morrigan catch them on this day. We're still within the new moon energies, which is like partnered up and rubbing elbows with Hecate, basically. 21 is the world card. And like I said, like we said, there's a flavor of closure, the end, the world card, in Judgment. So, yeah. Yep. So, all right, let's get some more. Is this correct? Yes. Because even as I'm reading this, I feel a sensation of feeling tired. And I shouldn't feel tired. Like, it shouldn't just like dawn on me after trying to, especially after attempting to tell the truth. So the Morrigan, what else do you want to say about this? Three of Swords in reverse and the Hermit card. She said while she inspects the area, like very privately, very keenly, she will ensure me no harm. Me and my kids no harm. No true harm. But she will capture them. Yes. No. Extend consequences. Apply pressure. More so apply pressure. Meaning like, what did he say about consequences? Issue consequences. So she will not only issue consequences. Not only will she issue consequences, but she will apply pressure to those consequences, to those entities. Especially the ones that are trespassing and trying to energy harvest, really. Anything else? So, I rebuke all attempts of ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity. In the name of Jesus Christ. Sending it back threefold by me and tenfold for each of my kids. Return to sender. And so it is. Three of Cups. Accentuated. Well done, Tina. That's all you have to do. That's all I had to do. All right, the Morrigan. Anything from here? Continue on with this deck? Yes. Okay. Final things here. These two. The Chariot, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah. So, what she's saying, I think she handles this, she handles stuff like this, like, a lot. A lot. So this is like nothing to her. In a way that, not to say like she's, how do I say it? She will handle it, okay? She's not going to let it get the best of her, and, you know, she saves her energy up accordingly. So there's no lacking in that. She's saying, like, you did exactly what you're supposed to, Tina. Okay, good, good. And we can take it from here, okay? Four of Pentacles is a sense of ownership, but, like, you know, I'm not going to control everything. I'm not going to micromanage. I'm not going to, like, tell me what you're gonna do. The Morrigan, no, she's just gonna handle it, and they're sure going to be, they're not gonna come around again with, you know, eh, like, even if they did come around again, it would be between, either their tails would be cut off or, like, tucked underneath them. They would, but according to her, they will not want to come back around again. Yes, that is true. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Yeah, someone's already trying right here to get at me. All right. So I'm going to ask, okay, the Morrigan, okay, what entities are currently working in opposition to me? Is it the city I live in? Yes. No. No. Wait, yes. No. I still feel like, so, we can't really issue blanket statements on that, but if we had to say, like, dominant, yes or no, it would be a no. Okay. Okay, is it what about the city's police department? Yes? No. Yes? No. No. Okay. Again, the dominant or blanket statement full? Dominant, she said. Okay. Have people been paid within the police department to fuck around with me? Yes. It's a yes. It is a yes. People were paid in my, I don't know if, is it my city or neighboring cities? My city. That's crazy. People, okay, so we know police officers have been paid Not all of them, but there are certain ones that have been paid off to fuck with me. Okay. Are they, okay, are any of the entities utilities oriented? They said no. Okay. Um, is financial institutions correct? Yes? No. It's a yes. Okay. What about agencies? What about the FBI? No. What about the CIA? Yes. Let's try the Men in Black. Well, what did I just last say? Was it this Men in Black? I think so. That's when I started to feel sleepy. Yes? No. Yes? Yes. Yes? Hold on. Um, when I say opposition, it's like I don't think that they're actually working like in direct opposition to me. It's more in like the fact that they stampede into my arena, trespassing, um, and seeping into my privacy, and like some Joe Schmo, whether expert or not. Um, and there's like at that level, there's no measurement of character nor ethics. It's just a measure of skill set. Like, and so like it's just some rando, you know, it could be just some wacko jacko, whatever, um, mm, that it happens to be skilled in a certain arena, you know. That's the offense right there. One of them anyway. And so even though I might be just observed, um, or tested for certain skills, it's still against me because of the conditions, the terms in which it's, conducted. Um, and it's like that kind of offense you would not trade off and rationalize as like, oh no, there's bedside like, or how do I say it? It's you wouldn't just rationalize it as poor bedside manners, um, you wouldn't just excuse it as poor etiquette. um, at that level, that's a no. What other organizations? What about um, special research um, entities? Yes, because I got sleepy there again. All right. So I think that is just about it for right now. It's already been 45 minutes. Did I actually fall asleep there? That's funny. That's crazy. Let me go ahead and just grab a few here, because when I like doing something, it should be, this part should be easy peasy. Okay. So, that is an S in reversal, and one fell on my wrist, which is an O. So it's overseas, whatever this thing is. They try to tap into like the bloodstream almost. There's yeah, for sure. They try to tap into the bloodstream, like of receptivity of certain psychics. And so with the OS, it's also operating system. So there might be also technology-based energetics. Okay. Then AI technology, R. Okay, yeah, they're using elements. These are A-R even. What's A and R? I don't know what that is. Accounts receivable, they can also be accountants. Yeah, that, yeah, I know that. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was M, but it's actually W. V-E-Z. It looked like an N at first, so Ven is, then E-D is some people in education. O-T-S, somebody's name might be Otis as well. Now, when I remember when I worked at, okay, one of the establishments that I worked at, he has been around a lot of like high profile, like celebrities, and certain like wild parties where like you snort coke off of like a hooker's ass. And I mean, he just told me that. And what was his name? Juan Carlos. That's how what he but he didn't. It's just such a fake name. And flaming gay for sure, but he tried to hide it for the sake of being undercover. Anyway, he just so happened to be, he told me his occupation was like an educator. And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." And I asked him what sort, like, what do you teach? Like, what? First, I was just kind of green to like the conversation. And I'm telling you it in different order, like as far as like the content of conversation. That so, um, anyway, after school care program. Can you believe that? Like that works with little kids, you know? Anyway, E-A-O, another W. PI, so private investigator, and pin. So they're doing like pin drops. So they're doing like using geolocation, kind of like on your phone. You know, you have like the, is it Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, where you have your location services on. And I recently found out that even if you have your location services off, or is it like, what do you call it? If you turn off your phone, they can still track, you know, so they can still pin your location. Meet, um, okay. EAP, what does that stand for? Isn't that like a HR thing? Like EAP. Oh, that's like professional, I think, services for like legal advice within companies. T, yeah, what's the T? TEA WPS. Um, isn't that like a location thing as well? WPS. Um, um, I'm seeing. I know all the letters are not here, but there's Valdez. It's Valdez for sure. Aceveda, something. It's like, it's Spanish. ACEVE D something Acevedes, ES, or then I'm also seeing Mendez and VoIP, VoIP, that's also used here. Nestea, so like when we're looking at organizations, umbrella organizations, Nestea is here, Nestea. I don't know what umbrella it is, but they're one of the subheaders anyway. I see edits, so they might be producers. Aria, area, oats. They could have a lot of like off-grid farming. Yeah, they might be off-gridders. Yeah, PEA. POA, power of attorney, or what is it? Yeah, or plan of action, or I forget what else, other things that stands for. STEAM, so that organization, STEAM, there are some energies in that as well. So like engineering, math, what is it, statistics, or I don't know, whatever the abbreviation is for that. NPI, what does NPI stand for? I forget. I'm seeing osteoporosis here. So they may be quite older females here. Rain. What is it? POW. Prisoners of war type of energy. Stood. So like freedom fighter energy type of here too. Wives. Yeah, a lot of wives here. So I'm assuming since wives are I usually don't get wives, but like the implication is like you're just like a general placeholder for somebody that actually does matter to a certain community. So this is like military wives, you know, like they don't they don't really have any identity other than the attachment to the relation, whatever it is. Or like NBA wives, you know, that is like, not talking smack, I'm just saying that's how it's commonly known. Like there's a certain category for you. Steed, I don't know what that means. For this anyway. What else? Savior. So they're biblical, you know, Bible thumpers. I get knocked down and I get up again. Sorry, they might be like, you know, Indian saris, you know. Saris also, like what, SARIS, what is that, like disease, what is it called? I don't know, let me get some candy in me. This will do it. Yeah, I know. Um, woven. So yeah, definitely some off-gridders here. Um, or fellow crafters. So if they're fellow artisans, they have been admitted into the arenas that I have been in, to also gain scope. Yep. Different level of PIs, like maybe just a smoosh a little bit, you know. Oven. It could be bakers. Ears. They can eavesdrop. In fact, I have all the letters for eavesdrop. Rosin. Last name. Rossi. Or Rose. ROSSE. Um, there's a lot of names in here. There's wine drinkers here. Or, I don't know, something about ROISE. Rose as well, but, there's some kind of, what is that? I know that there is. Runners. You know, like jogger type of runner. All right, let's look at names. Also stead. STEAD. All right. Names. Oh, wires. Yeah, people that are tapped, you know, that are around. Or like environmentally tapped energies. Should I mention it? No, let it slide right now. Oh. This is money oriented. Like, people have done services that have not been paid for yet. Sweat. They've definitely rendered services that require labor, time, and therefore money. I'm seeing Roswell energy here, but it's downplayed because they're using the L's as lowercase L's. To kind of disguise it, like, that's so ancient. That's so, like, cliche. It's in there. For sure. Somebody didn't want me to do that. They just threw up the board for sure. That's crazy. Bitches be crazy. It's all over, man. People are crazy. I didn't even notice that there was a V here. What the fuck? Okay. They did not want me to do that. I caught you. That's crazy. People are crazy. You think I'm not skilled? And then all of a sudden, you fall off your fucking rocker. You're crazy. Okay, anyway. Continue on. Dirt. Yeah, definitely. It is like Roswell kind of energy. Drain. Yeah, doing energy drains as well. Dory. Drape. No, what is it? There's drone energy here too. Yeah, drones. There's multiples of it, like flying around here. Zine, so like magazine. Is a magazine like the like the load your gun kind of thing? But also journalists, writers, you know. All right. What else? That's funny. Saion? Saion? What, I don't know what that is. That's international, whatever that is. That's crazy. Just left the room zeroed out. That's crazy. Bitch, we were never here. DARP. That's what it is. DARP. What is that? Let me find out. Is DARP like a program? So it says here, hold on. DARP, DARPA. We have all the letters here. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Holy smokes, that is a mouthful. Okay, but we'll go ahead and add that because I never usually get that here. Look, I'm smart. People want to research me. Okay. DARPA. According to Wikipedia, which is not always the most reliable resource, but they have the general scope. Agency of the United States Department of Defense. Responsible for developing of emerging technologies for use by the military. Originally known as Advanced Research Projects Agency, ARPA. Well, I got DARPA here. The agency was created on February 7th, 1958 by President Dwight D. Eisenhower in response to the Soviet launching of Sputnik 1 in 1957. By collaborating with academia, industry, and governmental partners, DARPA formulates and executes research and development projects to expand the frontiers of technology and science, often beyond immediate U.S. military requirements. Shh. Yeah, they could probably see, like, you know, like the Matrix, like a grid of me. Can you see me? Can you see me? I betcha. Okay. That's easy peasy technology anyway to them. Let me see here. The name of organization for, okay, I don't care about the historical name change shit. The artist formerly named DARPA, ARPA. 67 years. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like 1958 was like that long ago. Hmm. Headquarters in Virginia. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why I keep getting like, I'm added onto group texts of people that I don't know. Like, I don't know your son Bryce. I don't know, like, I don't know, like, why are you sending me pictures of him catching a fish? Or like, you know, what is this? I don't understand. Do you know how many groups I had to exit? And I'm still getting texts from these groups? Like, it's weird. I don't think people realize that. Okay. The annual budget is 4.122 billion. Well, give me some of that money, dude. Seriously. I do hard labor too. Okay. Agencies that, okay, The Economist is called DARPA, the agency that shaped the modern world with technologies like Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine, weather satellites, GPS, drones, stealth technology, voice interfaces, and the personal computer and internet on the first of innovations for DARPA that they can claim at least partial credit for. Da, 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 da. What else? What kind of projects do they do, really? DARPA. Aircraft, AI stuff, air combat. For sure, DARPA's here. Hi, DARPA. How are the kids doing? Oh my goodness, huh? I make the best banana loaf ever. I could actually impersonate that a little bit better. I just don't want to channel it. I don't like those energies. They're the worst. They're the worst. Anyway, that's crazy, DARPA. Then what is it? Scion? SCIO. No, it wasn't. I don't remember. Okay, that's okay. That's crazy. Okay. Hi, DARPA. That's weird. Okay. What else shall I get from here? Yeah, so Steam does apply to this. Noise. Noise. My hands are cold. Ernie. I forgot I was supposed to do names. So there's Ernie, Aaron, Elle, Ella, did I say Ian? Okay. Ezra. Enzo. Enzo. I'm getting Edith, even though there's no H here, but there's an Edith here. Eden. There's like an ethnic name like Aries. Like there's also Aries, Aries. That's both the sign and also the name. It has a name. Eeyore, uh, onesie. Someone might have an infant around. Um,